Welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be hype. Hey guys, I'm so excited for today's video. I am back at USC by my lovely Galen Center to film a video with our beloved outside hitter and fan favorite, Brooke Botkin. Gonna be so weird going to the locker room and getting ready, but gonna quickly change, go upstairs with Brooke, and we're gonna talk to you, well, Brooke's gonna talk to you all about how to be a great outside hitter. It's Sam Lewis! I'm making a video with Brooke on how to be a great outside hitter because yours was so popular. Okay, I'm almost inside, but I wanted to say a quick thank you. This video is brought to you by Audible. Audible has the world's largest selection of audiobooks and audio entertainment. You can listen on the way to a club tournament, in the car, when you have time off during a game. It's just anytime you can't read, you can listen. And you keep your library for free even if you cancel. I suggest you guys all check out Mindset by Carol Dweck. This is an amazing book that is just my favorite. I recommend it to everyone. So if you're interested, go to audible.com/VictoriaG. It's a 30-day trial. Choose one audiobook and 2 audiobook originals. Once again, visit audible.com/VictoriaG or text VictoriaG to 500-500. Okay, who's excited? Let's go inside and play some volleyball with All-American Brooke Botkin. This is my Brookie cookie, and today we're gonna be filming a video called How to Be a Great Outside Hitter. Obviously, don't know how to do that, so I brought on the, I think, GOAT, Brooke Botkin. She's pretty studly, so we're just gonna be going over all that stuff. I haven't played volleyball in,
Well, how long has it been? Like, how many months?
Oh, I guess I played abroad, so
yeah.
For a little bit, a hot little sec.
She's still probably amazing.
It's been like a few months, but we're gonna warm up. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so the warm-up was lit.
It was, yeah, we're a little tired. I'm a little winded. I'm a D1 athlete and I'm still winded.
Okay, so we are gonna start with, and this is Brooke's idea, passing to hitting. So there's 2 ways to do this.
Yeah.
She's gonna show you, but essentially, and she would do this a lot next to me.
Yeah.
So if you're passing, so wait, tell them how important it is to be a good passer for an outside hitter.
Oh my gosh, if you're an outside hitter, passing and hitting go together like, I don't know what goes together well, but they go together really well.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly. If you don't have a good pass, it's just even harder to hit. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be in system.
And also, if you can hit really well, that's awesome. But once you get to this level, like Pac-12, everyone hits really well. So if you can pass really well,
you're the outlier. You know what I'm saying? Because servers are good in the Pac-12, so you want to get out there.
And Brooke is really a passer, so you're about to see.
Stop, she's hyping me up.
Okay, so Brookie is in left back, where the outside usually passes when they're front row.
You want to be in between middle back and the sideline, so you have this short ball and this deep ball.
Yeah, let's say that's where the libero would be.
Yeah, so this is usually where Victoria is. So I'm gonna take Vic's short, and then I'm gonna have my deep. And that's how it works.
Okay, great. And then let's say you pass, let's say you don't pass the ball. The ball goes to me and you see it there, then what's your footwork?
First of all, I'm thinking God, I don't have to pass. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's gonna be a good pass. So I'm gonna shuffle out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then your right foot ends up forward.
Let's do that one more time. I'll get another angle.
Solid. So I'm looking at the server. Victoria's passing, I'm not passing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right foot forward. And then you're ready to go approach.
Ow, ow! So that's the footwork for not passing and getting out to take your approach. She's now gonna show you the footwork if you do pass to get out to take your approach.
Teams love to target outsides because we get set the most. So they're always gonna target pin hitters.
To take them out of system.
To take them out of system, because technically we're supposed to be the worst passers, but
she's good. So psych on you.
So okay, I'm gonna pass the ball. Nice up to the setter, nice and high. Then I'm gonna take my right foot here, left, right, left, and I'm into my approach and I'm ready to hit.
That is extreme. Okay, but let's do it legit, because look how far you are. She can take these steps really big.
Yeah. I'll show you. Here.
Wow.
Just like that.
She just covered all that ground in 4 steps and she dimed the pass.
So I'm gonna pass, nice and high by the setter. 1, 2, 3, 4, up.
So have you guys ever seen, like, when the Olympics are going, there's always people that are like, can we get an average person in there doing it so we can just see for reference? So I'm gonna attempt to I'll be that average person. I'm gonna attempt for reference the pass and approach. So I'll just pass this over to Brett.
So it would be like this, pass.
1, 2, yeah, right, left, and then your last two are your faster steps.
I'm here, I make my pass.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's a kill. That's a literal kill right there.
Average angle. We're gonna talk about timing, because I'm sure maybe a lot of you are like, when do I start these footwork steps you speak of? So, okay, I don't know, tell us.
So it depends on what offense you're running. So we run a second step offense, so I'm always leaving the ground when the setter's setting the ball. So it's in our hands.
So you're on the second step when the ball's in her hands.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Just like that.
So like a first step offense would be slower, and you would be first step when the ball is like
in touching her hands.
Oh, touching her hands.
So like second step, first step, those steps are when the ball is in the setter's hands.
Okay, and this is very high level. Like in club, you never played.
In club, it's kind of just like guess.
In club, in club, I think the setter has set the ball, and then you watch it, and then you're like,
get it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
At this level, Brooke is taking her approach, and the setter is getting the ball to Brooke, as opposed to Brooke going to get the ball. So you have really good setters at this level.
So we have to be in sync at all times, and if not, it looks pretty bad. But if we're in sync, it looks like amazing volleyball out there.
We're gonna attempt to have me set. I'm not a good. My hands are not that great, but we're gonna just attempt. Yeah, I know. Cinder, where are you? We asked her to come.
I think she has class. I'm not sure.
Or she's in Albania being the queen.
So we're gonna attempt to show this. Bear with me. Oh, that's a little high. Way too high. Okay, I got you. All right, we made some cuts. Take 3. Was in my hand, she was moving just on my left foot.
And then my location was just like,
it was perfect.
No, it was like kind of off, but it was pretty good. Some of you might be like, wow, we just started off real high. Yeah, like
we went right into it.
We just assumed you knew the 4-step footwork approach, so we're gonna break that 4-step footwork approach down. Brooke's just gonna start where the outside hitter starts and just show you this right, left. If you're a lefty, I'm sorry, we love you.
So you're gonna start with your weight on your back left foot. And your right one's just kind of chilling up here, you know, relaxing, having a good day. Okay, so then you're gonna see the pass, and I'm gonna kind of, your first step's supposed to be slow. So it's supposed to be slow, fast. Your last two is supposed to be your fastest, because that's where you get your jump, you know? So I'm watching the pass. This step, the setter has it in her hands, and then I'm closing with my last two. And I'm facing the court, because you don't want to be like facing here, because then you're gonna have to like turn your arms at weird angles. So you want to kind of be facing in the court.
And when you hit line, your feet are still like that?
Yeah, my feet are still like this, but I'm turning my upper body, and it's like all about torque, is what they say.
Okay.
So I'm turning here, and I'm just turning here. It's all of my shoulder.
Okay, fabulous. Okay, wait, do it one more time for us.
All right, so the passer is passing, I'm chilling, weight on my back foot, watching, setter in hands, and close. Just like that.
Oh, baby, that's how you make the big bucks for the school. Yeah. Okay, so now we got Cook on a box, and she's gonna talk about shots. Line, angle, and sharp angle, because that's her bread and butter.
Okay, so usually before a game, our coaches will show us the other team's defense, and you'll see what open shots you have, because if you're out of system and the set's not that great and you just need to get the ball in the court, they're gonna show you where to tip as well, so that's important. Okay, so saying we're playing a team that runs perimeter defense. So that means their middle back is staying middle, and you have line open, and technically, this is not for any, not making any like judgment here, technically you wanna hit the setter so you can take the team out of system, plus it's like their weaker defender.
Right, because they usually touch the second ball, so they're not used to this first ball.
You wanna keep them out of system as much as possible and have that libero take that ball. So I'm gonna—
Unless it's me, because that is an out-of-system transition play. No, I'm kidding.
I got most of my kills off of it. Just kidding. Yeah, so if you're running perimeter defense, you want to hit line. So I'm just gonna turn my body. So my feet are still gonna be here. And I'm gonna see the setter. I'm gonna open my body up to her so she can find my window in my arm. and I'm just gonna turn line. And you don't have to do anything crazy, like you don't have to face this way, or you don't have to be like this. You literally just keep it open, and it's all your torso, and you're just gonna torque it line, just like that.
Okay, and how would it look if you just went angle to left back?
So you're already facing left back pretty much. So you're just, your arms up, she finds your window, and you're just pulling through.
And then if we're going for that sharp shotty shot,
Ooh,
that's some wrist action, right?
My favorite. This sharp shot, learned it in high school. Shout out to John Turner, my coach. He's the one that taught me this. So yeah, you're gonna still face left back, and you're gonna pretend like you're hitting at libero, but last second you're gonna just turn your arm like this. So your thumb, it's a thumb down shot is what most people call it. So you're gonna put your thumb down, and that ball is gonna just hit inside the 10-foot line, that left side blocker.
This is why she's the pro. Rewatch this video until it's memorized. Okay, now we're gonna talk about blocking and then your transition footwork to hit. She's gonna show you the transition footwork, which is super important during a long rally.
So you kind of want to start, we're in a bunch read is what we call it. So the middle blocker is touching my elbow. So her hand, and I'm touching her elbow, so it's like this. So I'm gonna help with the quick, and then I also have the slide or whatever is behind the setter is running. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So you're kind of just gonna do your block move. Then you land, you wanna land split step. This is so important because your middle is gonna close to you, so you don't want her to land on your ankles. So every time we land from a block, our pins, right side and outside, are landing split step.
Fun fact, this is new to the USC volleyball program. Yeah. We did not do this my freshman, sophomore, junior year. We did this with our new coach my senior year. I'm not a hitter, so what do you prefer?
If I was middle, I would want to land like, I like this technique, if I'm being honest, just because I feel more comfortable having my middle run into me, because I want to get that block closed so we don't have seams in the block and they don't rip seams, you know? So I'm one like this, so she's gonna hurt herself.
But definitely talk with your coaches and your middles about this, because you don't want to just do this by yourself. Like, either the whole front row does this footwork or you don't, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you're landing split step, and then your next move is your transition. So I'm gonna take my first step with my right, left pivot, and then I'm facing the court.
Wow, I'm already lost. Let's get a rerun on that.
Okay, start from my block move. Split step, right, left, pivot, and then I'm open to the court and I'm ready to hit.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, you want to always open up to the court. So I'm landing with my block. You want to open up to the court in case the ball gets shanked to you. You know what I'm saying?
So you can always see what's going on.
You can always see what's going on. Right, left. The last two is like kind of the pivot step. And then I'm facing ready to hit, and I'm on my second step.
And then she would take her approachy. Bam, that's your transition footwork, folks.
Woo! Just like that. I feel like I would like celebrate. Like we're gonna get
Okay, moving on to Bic hitting. Okay, so we're gonna talk about back row attacks because this is crucial.
Yes. So your back row attack is useful because you usually want your pins to play all the way around. So that's what me and Kalia do this year. We did it last year as well. We play all the way around, and then one of us hits in the front row and the other one's in the back row hitting bigs.
This is good because now the front row is not only like we have a middle, we have an opposite, and we have an outside. It's like we also have a big attacker.
True.
So you always have that threat.
And usually they're focusing on trapping our go because they want to block the outside because that's the ball we set the most typically. But we're going to trick them. And so the middle blocker is going to leave to the outside.
They're both going to push there.
Hole for me to hit and rip this bit.
Which she does frequently.
Okay, so yeah, it's again a second step set. So
it's really fast on our team.
Really fast, and she's gonna put the ball, it's gonna land typically like 8 feet. So like right here.
So she's gonna be a back row player and literally land by the net.
Yeah. So she's gonna lead.
It's pretty much a front row attack.
It's hard, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So it's a second step set, I'm on my second step, here, here, but you can't go past this line, by the way.
Oh, yes, that's against the rules.
So I'm gonna step, jump, and land.
So she could jump, she has to jump before the 10-foot line, but she can land after it. Quickly moving to the other side, the lighting is better. When do you want to leave on this? When the setter has, same thing?
In the setter's hands, I'm supposed to be on my second step. My hard left.
Okay, so it's the same.
Yeah.
And if it was a team that was doing slow sets, you would just wait to see the set and then you would take your approach?
Yeah, so
okay.
If the setter is kind of just like putting it up there because it's out of system, I'm gonna call that a pipe now instead of a bic. And it's a first step set. So I'm waiting on it, and then I go find it.
Okay, we're also gonna do defense, the good old defense. Brooke plays in middle back.
Right here.
Middle back is actually my favorite place to play defense. You can just read a lot more.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, in left back I feel like, I don't know, obviously I liked left back because left back's where the libero is and it was cool, but I think I played better middle back, like naturally.
You have just more time to read, I feel like, and more like,
you have a lot
room
of freedom, like you get to choose, whereas in left back it's kind of like you feel like you have places, footwork to follow. So let's take us through it, Brooke.
Okay, so I'm gonna move when different hitters are hitting. So actually when their outside's hitting, all I do is I'm watching the setter is I turn and face. And that's our technique for that.
So we've simplified this at USC to be very like easy to understand. This X is where you stand, and why do they do it, Brooke?
They do this because you can see the whole court, and if the setter dumps, you're close enough to the 10-foot line where you can help the setter and libero get these balls. And overall, you're just like, this is where the most balls come. Middle.
That's the big thing, is they've shown us heat charts, and like everyone can hit the whole court, but a lot of balls go right here.
Right here. So when the outside's hitter, all I do is turn and face, and I'm ready for this. And me and libero both have a steep ball, so we can choose kind of like who's closest to it in a split second. Obviously, that decision's really hard, but usually Victoria would take.
We got that chemistry.
I knew Victoria had my back, so I would give her short ones, and she got the deep ones.
Turn and face for the outside, and then if it's a middle, what do you do?
Okay, so if it's a gap, which is the middle, like 331, whatever people call it, we call it a gap here at USC. I'm going to take one step and I'm going to front, is what we call it, front the gap. So I'm watching the setter, she sets the gap, I'm taking one leap over and I'm ready right in her seat.
And the reason why we do this is because the set is so quick and the block at this level is so good that usually the middle has no choice but to just swing straight ahead. And so we're gonna be sitting where her easiest shot is. We're gonna be like, if you hit the shot that's easy, we're there. Make her hit a hard shot and make an error.
Exactly. Okay, so that's for a gap. And then for a regular straight up one, I'm just staying here again because they're usually...
I still don't understand this, but we don't get to choose.
It's kind of like a reading aspect, is we're supposed to stay here, but if I see her arm going this way, I can take a small shuffle here. If I see her arm going that way, I can take a small shuffle here.
Yes,
usually,
depending on the tendency.
It's all reading. Okay, so then you have your...
Oppo.
Yeah, your right side, your oppo, or the slide hitter. But both of these are similar. We're doing the same thing for a slide versus a 5 red, an opposite hitter. Okay? So I'm watching the setter, middle. I'm taking one step in. I'm not going back, but I'm going in. Because I want her to hit me. I don't want her to hit that deep space. So if it goes deep, I can use my hands. And if it comes at me, I'm using my puck. And
this way, Brooke's just cutting off the ball. If she is standing somewhere around there, like, there's just a lot of space it could sneak by.
It can sneak by, and a lot of them are hitting balls deep here. So I'm usually stepping in and using my hands a lot with reds and slides. And then our setter is she's moving in, so she's getting that hard cross. So I have her deep, pretty much. Doing it nice and high.
That's a great thing. Tell them why, Brooke. Tell them why we want it there.
So your setter has her footwork, and you want to set it right. You don't want it tight, because then she has to run really fast to the net, and then our offense is kind of screwed up. So you want to do it nice and high in the middle of the court, so she can get her feet there and she can run more short.
And the setters are probably, once again, this is what we know.
Yeah.
Right? This is not how we played club volleyball. This is how we play USC volleyball. The setters are so good that the ball can be behind the 10-foot line and they can still set it in system. They can still run the middle from here. It's just like next level setting. And so digging in the middle of the court is like not only a precaution, but it's high. It gives your teammates time That was a shocking thing I learned when I came.
Yeah,
Is like a ball dug on the 10-foot line is like a good dig. Whereas in club, I think if you don't dig it like on the setter's head, they're like,
it's like, what the heck? Yeah.
Beautiful. Yes, from a weak middle over here. She still digs the hard ones. Woo! Woohoo! Tall people problems. Okay, so we just went over a lot of stuff.
So much.
But now we kind of want to talk about some of the more important things that aren't tangible skills you learn. And one of those is sort of like relationships between players. And I think the libero and the outside can have a really special relationship that can totally impact a game and be like a huge system of support. So I would say we talk all the time on serve receive.
Yeah, I'm always talking about Victoria. We always talk about like seams. I was like, I got your short, you got my deep. I have your deep, you got my short.
And even things where like maybe it's a game where they're really targeting Brooke. She's getting set every ball. She's tired, so she's like, I'm dipping out. Like just take some balls. Or maybe it's a game where like I'm in my head, Brooke's handling the velocity really well, and I'm like you step over, like I can't take that much seam because she's passing it really well.
It goes by game, I feel like. Every game is so different. You face different servers,
For
stuff
sure.
like that.
And I think another thing too is like, we have our seams. Like Brooke might have my short, but I'm the libero, so if they serve a short ball and it's easy,
she's gonna pick it up.
I'm gonna be calling, I'm gonna say, mine, I'm gonna go into Brooke's seam, take an easy ball so that she can do her footwork and be ready to hit.
Exactly.
What else? Like, I think we talk about coverage a lot, like not being in your way, but also being there.
I love, oh my gosh, I miss playing with Victoria because she was such a good cover. I would sometimes get blocks. We hate getting blocks, but it's nice when you have someone behind you that you can trust and you know is gonna pick up that ball. Sometimes like the set's bad and you just have to place it into the block, and then we get it up and transition out and run a whole new entire different offense, you know what I'm saying? So it's really important for a libero, and like I had to trust Vic that she had my back, and all the time she did. So.
And there were times like I'm making the effort to get it, but I didn't get it. But at least Brooke knows I'm trying.
I knew.
And also it's like if she gets blocked, that's like a confidence killer, right? Like the other team's cheering, like she might be thinking, I'm gonna let off. So when you see your outside get blocked or something, you go up and you say, hey, like swing again, I'm gonna be there next time.
And that's what Victoria was so freaking good at, y'all, is I swear to God, I would be getting blocked and she's like, hey, you're an All-American outside hitter.
Yeah.
You've got this.
I was always like All-American.
She's right. Like, I do have this. And
and vice versa. If I shanked a pass, Brooke was like, you got this, girl. Like,
Victoria, the best
Brooke's way of making, I think, her players feel good is like you don't make it a big deal. Like if I shanked a pass, you're like, all right, next ball. Like you weren't like, oh my God, like it's gonna be fine. Like,
it wasn't detrimental.
And honestly, her like almost like not that much communication, but just like a high five and like next play, like instilled confidence in me because I was like, oh, she doesn't care that much. Like she knows we're good.
Yeah. It wasn't gonna ruin anything.
I miss you.
I know. I felt like she graduated. That was the worst day of my life.
Same. Insert me crying on the floor. Okay, we're gonna end with the 3 best attributes for an outside hitter, and Brooke is gonna tell you what she thinks those are.
Okay. 3 best attributes of an outside hitter. I would have to say it would be passing, because at Division I volleyball, at like a university like Southern California in the Pac-12, you're an outlier if you can pass. You know what I'm saying? You become a greater outside than the rest.
You're an outlier if you can pass well, but you're also expected to pass, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't be not a good passer.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
they recruit you for passing too. So I would say passing. Another one would be point scoring, because typically the outsides, even in college volleyball, we want to distribute the balls, but the outsides are typically gonna get the most sets, the most balls. So you want to put those balls, if they're not great, you want to keep them in play, so we can keep playing. And if they are great, you definitely want to terminate them so we can get some points. And then you want to be smart with your shots as well. And the third one would be good decision making. So yeah, you just want to be smart with your shots. You want to move the ball around. So in college volleyball, you scout teams, so you can typically scout where an outside's going to hit. Some outsides like to hit cross, some like to hit line, but if you're a good outside, you have all of those options available and you can hit all of them.
Yay! Thank you, Brooke. Okay, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Would
Yes,
greatly
for
appreciate it. And also you can follow Brooke's Instagram. I'm gonna put the username right here, but what is it?
It's Brooke Botkin.
Oh,
That's it.
it's just her name, Brooke Botkin. Okay, it's Brooke Botkin. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow Brooke on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Have a good one.
Bye guys.